CBS, welcome home.
You know, Holden, you're right. About living in the moment and taking one step at a time.
Well, you said I'd gotten smarter.
You did. Wiser. And I meant that. But one step is all I can handle right now. I like to take things slowly. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm. Better than you know.
Holden,
Lily. It's okay. After everything that you've been through, you need time. I understand that. You need time with Luke. You need time to figure out what you're going to do with your life.
Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes in my life.
Well, we both made mistakes. You need time to put this painful stuff behind you. Stuff that you can't change. You got to let go of all that. I know that.
There's so much in my past that I want to let go of.
Does that include me?
No. Definitely not you.
You say that you love me.
I do, Sam.
Well, there's only one way you can prove it.
You tell me, I'll do anything.
If you really mean that, you'll set me free. I want a divorce.
Scheduling an arraignment this time of night? What's the deal, Mr. Allen?
Don't you people have anything better to do?
You trying to slip one by us, you know, as a favor to old Tom Hughes?
Don't be ridiculous.
So how does it feel, charging your boss's wife with murder? Are you going to be as tough on her as you were with Lily Grimaldi?
Job well done, Jack. Now that the Falcon Club is mine, everything else is going to fall right into place. Are you comfortable here? Oh, yes, very comfortable. Very comfortable. And I like this name, Fairwinds. You know, one can almost feel the cleansing breeze. Yes, I think I'm going to be very content here.
Any idea of how long you're staying in Oakdale?
As long as necessary. And you know it's true what they say.
What's that?
There's no place like home.
As the world turns. Brought to you today by Oil of Olay, a lifetime of beautiful skin.
This is the only face that I've got, so I'm going to take care of it for the long run. The trick is being smart about the sun.
Up to 90% of all visible signs of aging can come from daily UV exposure. Help prevent it with Oil of Olay Daily UV Protectant, the #1 product recommended and used by dermatologists. SPF protection, Olay moisture.
It's not vanity. It is necessary. In 10 years, my face is going to thank me.
The dermatologist's choice, Oil of Olay Daily UV Protectant. Mornings at the O'Briens are now 3 times more interesting.
Coffee.
Thanks to Folgers' 3 special wake-up calls. Folgers Coffee House Coffees.
There's French roast, hearty and robust, full of flavor. Gourmet Supreme, a well-balanced, truly harmonious blend. And 100% Colombian Supreme, distinctively rich and smooth. The best part of waking up. Folgers Coffee House Coffees. Folgers in your cup.
Renovating this place to my exact specification without attracting attention, I know that was not an easy task. You're a resourceful young man, Jack.
Isn't that what you pay me for?
Clever, bright, discreet, and best of all...
What?
You're a Snyder. It's very, very valuable to me.
Good. Because your generous paychecks are very, very valuable to me.
Yeah. Well, all in all, I'd say we make a terrific team, wouldn't you? I tell you what, you help keep my return to Oakdale a secret. We get along just fine.
Secret from the authorities?
From everybody. I took a big risk coming back here. My arrangement with the government specified that I did not set foot again on American soil.
You better be careful, James.
Vigilance, caution, planning. It's the Stenbeck way. Of course, my Oakdale neighbors think that I'm dead.
So you have enemies in Oakdale?
More than I can count.
And you have enough money to live like a king anywhere else in the world?
True.
So why'd you come back here?
I can't assure you that this matter will be handled by the book. There will be no preferential treatment.
Even though the accused is the DA's wife, right?
Mr. Hughes is the head of this office, and I do feel for him. This is not a pleasant situation for anybody. But a serious crime has been committed here, and it is my obligation to prosecute the guilty party to the fullest extent of the law. I will prosecute this case vigorously, and I'm sure that the DA wouldn't have it otherwise.
Really? Well, how about it, Mr. DA? Are you comfortable with the idea of your own office vigorously prosecuting your wife with murder?
I have no comment. Ramirez, would you get these people out of here, please?
Oh, come on.
All right, let's go. No comment.
Come on.
Thank
Come on,
you.
let's
Just follow the officer. He'll show you the way out. Thank you very much.
Tom, I'm sorry. I know this is a hard case, but we've got to get Margot to county right after her psychological evaluation.
Mrs. Hughes will not be moving anywhere.
Tom, established procedure.
I don't care about established procedures. She'll be staying here in a holding cell.
No, it's okay,
It's not
Tom.
okay. I'll handle this.
You're only hurting yourself,
I
huh?
said she's staying. I'll be in momentarily to see you.
Tom, look, if you insist on special treatment, how is that going to play for the press or in court?
Don't worry about it.
Look,
You do your job as assistant DA. I'll do my job as Margot's husband.
Tom, something's going on here. You're not telling me. What is it?
Nothing's going on.
Then why a few hours ago did you demand that we hold off on this arraignment? Now all of a sudden you're in a big rush to get it over with.
That's right. So what about it?
Well, the way you were carrying on in court, you could have been doing needlepoint. What's up, Tom? Why are you so uninvolved?
Resigned is the word.
Resigned is a word, not the one I'd use to describe Tom Hughes.
You know what? It's late. Why don't you call it a night? I'm going to go in and visit my wife.
Come on, Sam. You do not want a divorce.
With all my heart, I do.
Well, you're not going to get it.
We should have made it official a long time ago. Now, if you're honest with yourself, you'll agree.
Never.
Why are you being so stubborn?
Because this marriage means everything to me.
Right.
No, Sam, listen, I have been half a person ever since you left. If I'd had the money, I would have hired the best detectives in the world to find out where you were. Ask your sister. I kept begging her to tell me where you were, how I could reach you.
You couldn't even reach me when we were together.
What's that supposed to mean?
That means that when a marriage doesn't work, you accept it and move on.
It could have worked if you hadn't run off, and it still can.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I know so. Now, look, Sam, we have another opportunity. Let's grab it. Please, Sam.
Kurt.
Please, I'm pleading with you. Please.
I'm sorry, but the answer's no.
Fine. But don't expect me to give you a divorce because I still love you and I'm going to die a married man.
Then you're going to die a very miserable married man. Damn it, Kirk. I trusted you with my life, and I almost died because of it.
You kept things from me. You lied to me.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that anymore. I'll never do that again. I promise.
Oh, it's too late.
Don't say that, Sam.
You lied to me not once, but over and over.
And when you love somebody, you're honest with them. You protect them. But you never did.
I tried.
No. I got on that plane to protect you, and I lost my sight because of it. Damien lost his life, and Margot, well, she may have lost her sanity. Now, knowing all of that, do you honestly think that I could take you back? I hate you for what you did to me, and I will never, never stop hating you for it. Never! No! You don't know what it was like to think that I'd never get my sight back, and all those months of groping around in the darkness.
Sam. I hate what I did to you. I do.
As the youngest girl in my family, I grew up with a lot of hand-me-downs.
Bernadette Spears, hand-me-down expert.
I swore when I had kids, there wouldn't be any tired-looking hand-me-downs. My youngest clothes would look as good as my oldest. For me, using a good detergent makes a real big difference. I thought for easier loads, it wouldn't hurt to use a cheaper one. But sometimes, those clothes look older faster.
Tide gets out many tough stains better than leading low-price brands, and it helps clean away the fuzz that can make cotton clothes look old before their time.
Hand-me-downs look good enough to go through all 3 kids.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide.
I think they're kind of cute. I'll keep them for a while.
This is the new improved Bissell Little Green. It's the portable deep cleaner that picks up spills on your carpet and thoroughly removes spots. The Bissell Little Green Plus also cleans windows.
Give your pride and joy Purina Cat Chow for a healthy, active life.
All moms think their kids are great, but mine walked her first day. Right, Pumpkin? She's independent, but still counts on me and our veterinarian to keep her healthy. He told me cats can get heartworm disease even if they live indoors, and it can be very serious. Then he said I can protect her with new HeartGuard for Cats. Pumpkin likes to do her own thing, and I like knowing HeartGuard for Cats is doing its thing, protecting her from heartworm disease.
Ask your veterinarian about new HeartGuard for Cats, caring for the health of your cat.
Oh, my shoulder.
Bayer, powerful pain relief, and so much more. There's also aspirin regimen Bayer 81, the first safety-coated low-dose aspirin.
She trusted him. He betrayed her.
I think he's gonna hurt me.
Now she'll do anything to survive. Shannon Doherty, Tim Matheson, Sleeping with the Devil, CBS tonight.
Holden, when I was in jail, I didn't think I was gonna get out. So I was afraid to make any plans, you know? Just because I don't know what I want to do with my life doesn't mean I don't want to see you. I just,
Hey, I can deal with that.
Can you?
Sure. The fact that you want to spend time together, that's good enough.
Huh. I thought maybe you were hoping we could...
Forget it. Just forget about that. Okay? In fact, you know what? I have an idea. I think that maybe we should just start over.
Start over?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Sounds nice.
I mean, even though we're different people now, I think that there's a part of us that hasn't changed. We don't know what that is. I mean, we can't see it, but we know it's inside our hearts.
So you're talking about turning back the clock?
No, I'm talking about starting from scratch. Turning back the clock, I don't think that's wise.
Why do you say that?
Well, if you think about it, if you recall, the beginning, it wasn't so great.
Our beginning? The beginning?
Between us, yeah.
Oh, I guess you're right.
You guess?
Yeah, I guess. Why don't you tell me what you remember?
Are you sure you want me to do that?
It's ancient history, right? Why not?
Okay. I was working in a stable, and this girl walks in one day with this guy, this good-looking guy. She was so full of herself. Turns out that she's the boss's daughter, and she starts ordering me around.
Bossy, huh?
Bossy and snooty. She was putting on a real show for this guy. Saddle up my horse, she says. Raise the stirrups, they're too low. Hurry up. You're taking too long.
The nerve.
The nerve. She had this way of looking at me, too. Made me feel like nothing. And man, she had this way of putting me in my place.
Maybe you deserved it.
I don't think so.
There's a lot of guys out there with a bad attitude.
I wouldn't know about that.
Oh, no? Would you like to know how I remember this?
Okay. But be easy.
There was this guy working at my family stable.
Poor but proud, right?
This is my story now.
Okay.
Okay. And there he was. He just fell out of the sky.
The sky.
The hayloft. Whatever. He fell out of the hayloft. And there he was, standing in front of me like he was God's gift to women, like any girl would be lucky just to have him talk to her.
Sounds like a real jerk.
Hold it.
What?
Maybe we shouldn't do this.
David. My gosh, I've been trying to track you down since you left the Falcon Club. Don't you ever check your voicemail?
I'm sorry, I was in court.
Well, look, I know you're really busy, but this is something that it couldn't wait until the morning.
Evidently not.
It's about Mark
I figured that much.
and why he used a fake name.
He told you?
Yes, and I understand completely, and I'm sure that you will too. See, Mark had a rough time growing up. He was raised by a very dysfunctional family, and he wanted to get away as far as he could. And when he got old enough, he ran off. He changed his name so that nobody could connect him to his father.
I see.
Yeah. So he wasn't hiding. He was just needing some time alone.
I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah, makes all the sense to me.
Except for the girl.
What girl?
The girl that fell in love with Mark Jennings and then killed herself.
The very first time I set foot in Oakdale, I felt this immediate connection. I mean, it was so America, so middle America. The people were, I don't know, hard-working, earnest, unsuspicious.
Ripe for the plucking, so to speak.
Well, let's just say I saw opportunity here. I came, I saw, I conquered, and I was despised for it. Public enemy number one. Well, frankly, I deserved it.
And now what?
And now, I've come back to turn the tables on those who crossed me, the ones who celebrated when they thought I was dead.
You're here to get even.
I'm even, Jack, just because I'm alive. I'm here to get ahead. I'm going to take control of this whole damn city. But this time I'm going to do it right. I'm going to take over its institutions, its economy, its very lifeblood, and there's not a damn soul who's going to stop me. Look at this. Look at this. Oakdale, Jack. The new Oakdale. My Oakdale.
Meet Max. He lives for adventure, taming wild animals, sailing the high seas. He's one easygoing guy, all right. Thanks to Carnation Good Start, the routine formula designed to help avoid common feeding problems like fussiness, crying, and gas. Because only Good Start's protein is specially processed into smaller pieces to be extra gentle. And that can leave this tiger feeling real comfortable. Bring out the very best in your baby with Carnation Good Start from Nestle.
Mom, the dog.
Ooh?
It's just laying on the bun.
That dog needs a new trick.
Beat the cold bun blues with Pillsbury Crescent Dogs. Just wrap them and bake them.
Aren't these dogs fun?
Good dog.
This one's new. New Blue Soft Soap Body Wash. The only one that combines an antibacterial formula with moisture beads. So dads, moms, even kids love it. New Soft Soap Gentle Antibacterial Body Wash. Wash away the germs, not the softness.
Don't scrub that greasy stovetop yourself.
Yeah, right. I'll call in the maid.
No, call in new Easy Off Kitchen Cleaner. It's self-scrubbing, so it eats through burnt-on grease. All you do is wipe.
I think I'll give the maid the day off.
New Easy Off Kitchen Cleaner.
What do you get when you try to kill germs with lemon fresh pine sol? Lemon-scented germs. To kill germs, use Lysol deodorizing cleaner. Until you kill the germs, you can't call it clean.
The pressure is on.
Your little secret is out, and it's gonna cost you.
The clock is ticking.
The stakes just went up. It's 20 grand now.
And the walls are closing in.
I need a few days. 2 days. That's all you've got.
Because at any moment,
Pay it, or you can kiss Danny and your happy little family goodbye.
Phyllis's future could be blown away.
Inside the Animal ER, 48 hours Thursday.
So, you okay?
Oh, yeah, fine.
At least the arraignment's behind us.
I don't like David Allen.
Yeah, he wants you to go to county, honey. It's not going to happen.
Why? Because I'm the DA's
No,
wife?
no, honey, because you're not guilty.
Yeah, well, look what happened to Lily.
Look, don't worry about David Allen. What's most important right now is that everyone believes that you are going to go to jail for Diego's murder.
Everyone?
For now, yeah.
Even the boys?
Look, Hal and I will take care of the kids. Look, honey, with any luck, this whole mess is going to be cleared up by tonight.
Well, we just better hope that Samantha does her magic with Kirk.
Okay, even if she comes up empty, we have other options.
Such as? Look, baby, I know you're trying to make me feel better, but the truth is we don't have any other options. Kirk's done an excellent job of covering his tracks.
Well, any luck she's with him right now.
Well, you better cross your fingers. Hope Sam does her magic, because if she doesn't, your wife is going to be doing hard time for the rest of her life.
Want some water? Drink?
No. The only thing I want from you is a divorce.
Sam, divorces are for other people, not for you and me.
You keep telling yourself that. God. Look at me. I hate crying.
It's good to get your feelings out.
Is that your professional opinion, Dr. Anderson?
Yeah, it's, not healthy bottling them all up.
Oh, and if I lay down there on the couch, will you tell me more?
I'll tell you this standing up. That a person doesn't get that angry with another person unless she cares an awful lot about him.
What is it about the word divorce you don't understand?
Everything. I mean, when I know you still love me...
Would you please drop it?
No, because I know you, and I know you are denying your feelings right now.
God, I give up.
Okay, Sam. All right. You want to prove to me that you don't love me anymore? Then you look me in the eye, and you say it. Go ahead. Tell me you don't love me anymore. Can't do it, can you?
All right. I still love you. Are you satisfied?
So, Jack, what do you think?
I'm impressed.
Tell you one thing. Before they know what hit them, I'm going to control every business in this town.
Do I dare ask how you're going to accomplish this?
Legally. Legally, all within the confines of the law. You know, Jack, I used to strong-arm everybody. That was my big mistake. I just ran roughshod over people. But this time, I'm going to use legitimate inducements, creative finance to synergize business, all to fulfill my vision of Oakdale. all dominated by yours truly. You know, I've become a serious student of human nature, Jack. I know these people. I know what makes them tick. And this time, they are going to dance to my desire. As far as those enemies you were talking about, there's only one enemy I have, Jack. It's time.
Do you mind me asking a personal question?
According to how personal?
To create this empire and generate all this wealth and power, yet live up here all alone. How could you possibly be satisfied?
Well, I mean, all this wealth and power just means to an end, Jack. I'm not doing this for myself.
For who then?
Well, for family, of course.
My mom's a good cook. When my mom makes shake and bake, that means she loves me. This is how you make shake and bake.
Crispy, juicy shake and bake. Mom's other little helper.
I shooked and Mom cooked.
I work, and I work. And I enjoy life's sweet rewards, like Sunsweet Lemon Essence Pitted Prunes. Plump, delicious, and...
Thanks, Mom.
Hey, always a sweet idea.
Incredibly, Matchlight, the dependable one-match charcoal from Kingsford, is ready to cook on in just 15 minutes. So, the sooner you get Matchlight, the sooner you eat.
As long as home extends way beyond your doorstep,
Brought to you by Maxwell House.
and the next small town is just 1 block away. As long as a short walk can take you very far. As long as someone never fails to leave a light on. Maxwell House will always be good to the last drop.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Get ready for the new Queen of Rock.
Oh, what's the matter? The nose ring? You don't like it? Oh, I can get rid of it.
All new Nanny, CBS Wednesday. One of your favorite TV MDs could be the next victim of murder.
Code blue, total arrest.
Followed by a second all-new episode on a double dose of Diagnosis Murder, CBS Thursday.
The anniversary sale at Robinson's May starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. And we're celebrating with up to 50% savings throughout every Robinson's May store. You'll save on the brightest looks and the newest fashions for the entire family. And don't forget about great savings for your home. Plus 3-day-only store-wide specials Wednesday through Friday. So if you're looking for a celebration and you're ready for some great savings, don't miss our anniversary sale starting tomorrow, 9 a.m. at Robinson's May.
When there are more mouths to feed, it's even more important to get the best possible price for auto insurance.
Call Survival. For any car, any driver, Survival offers the lowest rates and best service. 1-800-441-5533. You tried the rest, now try the best. Call Survival now.
Sunday, it started as a fairy tale and ended like a nightmare. CBS 2 News goes to the Far East to investigate claims of sexual abuse in a Sultan's palace. Special assignment, Secrets of the Sultans, Sunday at 11, only on CBS 2 News. Where's Your Car? Thursday at 11 on CBS 2 News.
CBS. Welcome home.
Family. If you're talking about Paul Ryan, from what I hear, he's all broken up over EAS and not too anxious to return to Oakdale.
Yes, Paul is in Europe licking his wounds. And he can stay there and rot for all I care. I mean, he did try to kill me, remember?
Okay, then your ex-wife. Is that who you're doing it for?
Barbara? Hell no.
Well, then for who, James? Do you have family in Oakdale I don't know about?
No, not at the moment. And, you know, Jack, you shouldn't worry about me being out here all alone. After all, I have you and I have Amber.
Amber.
Yes, Amber, my personal assistant. Amber? This is my personal assistant, Amber. This is Jack Snyder, the young man I told you about.
Nice to meet you.
Would you like me to get anything for you or Mr. Snyder?
No, we're fine. Jack was just about to bring me up to speed on some of my old Confederates here in Oakdale.
Do you want me to stay?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So where do you want me to start?
Well, why don't we start with the premier family of Oakdale, Lucinda Walsh and children.
Oh!
What are you doing?
Killing two birds with one bale of hay.
Now that you're gonna have to explain to me.
Okay, one, since you don't have much furniture yet, we can use this as a table.
And two.
And two, thought it might remind us of our days in the stable.
Oh, I don't need any more reminders.
Oh, if I can take it, so can you.
Is there food in there?
Oh, I forgot. Ha ha. Just kidding. Mama packed it up with a bunch of stuff.
Your mother is the most wonderful woman on the planet. Do you know that?
I do know that. And she's very worried about you. She thinks that you lost a lot of weight in jail.
No. Well, maybe a little. I did.
So, you hungry?
In a few minutes. Come on, let's sit down.
Sure.
Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I love the smell of hay.
Feels like old times, huh?
Yeah. You know, this girl I met in jail.
An inmate?
An inmate, yeah. We used to talk about how you never forget that first guy who was so special in your life. You remember everything about him. And I remember everything about you, every detail. Jumping out of the hayloft, pitching hay in the stalls, taking care of the horses.
Acting like God's gift?
Yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm. I was proud, and you were stubborn.
What a couple.
What a couple. Remember Big Max?
Of course. How could I forget Big Max, Sierra's horse?
And you insisted on riding him?
Even though you told me not to. But that was one way to get me to do something in those days. Tell me not to do it.
And what happened?
He threw me.
That's right.
I wasn't hurt, but Max was. And I didn't think you'd ever forgive me.
You were so stubborn.
To you, I was. You were going to be the last person I was going to listen to.
What, because I was a lowly stable boy?
No, because you were always baiting me. You always had this annoying way of calling me ma'am. It drove me nuts. Want me to saddle your horse? Ma'am?
Well,
like
I was trying to drive you nuts.
Why?
That was the point. I was trying to get your attention. There was this beautiful girl that I had never seen before. And she just seemed so unattainable.
Well, now the story is getting good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you said before that I was putting on a show for that guy.
By bossing me around?
Yeah. I know now, and deep in my heart, that show was for you.
Really?
I guess I wasn't as unattainable as you thought.
Oh, I don't know about that. When I tried to kiss you, you slapped me so hard, my jaw hurt for days.
I slapped you because I had never felt that way about anybody in my life. And it scared me.
Love can be very scary.
But then, soon after that, every thought I had every day was of you. I would see you and I couldn't breathe. And my heart was pounding so loud, I thought for sure you could hear it.
Yeah, mine was thumping pretty good, too. Seems like we wasted so much time.
I thought we had forever.
Annie was great. She was smart and funny. No pretensions. We were law students when Mark came to town.
How did they meet?
Well, there was a bar we used to hang out at, probably there. I don't know for sure. But I remember Annie fell for him hard.
And Mark, did he fall for her?
I thought so. They saw each other pretty exclusively for a few weeks, and Annie was in the clouds. I was jealous as hell. I admit it, because we were pretty close, and...
And you thought the two of you would get together.
Yeah. But then I found her one day crying, and she said that Mark had dumped her because she was getting too serious.
Well, but David, that happens.
Yeah, but she was a basket case. And I remember I kept telling her, it's okay, it's not the end of the world, she'll get over it, and she said she wanted to go for a drive and clear up her head, And I said that I wanted to go with her, and she said she wanted to go alone. And they found her body the next morning. She had jumped off a bridge.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was awful.
I'm really sorry. But you can't blame Mark.
Can't I? When I heard about it, a friend of mine told me that he had seen Mark and Annie in the bar where I saw her a couple hours earlier. I tried like hell to find it, but he'd already left town.
Why didn't you tell me about this before?
The question you should be asking is, why didn't Mark tell you?
Imagine life without allergies. It's simple, because new Nasal Crom Allergy Controller is now available without a prescription. Nasal Crom doesn't just treat your nasal allergy symptoms. It helps prevent them. You see, it builds a protective barrier to stop the allergic reaction before it starts. And Nasal Crom won't make you drowsy. Don't just treat your allergy symptoms, prevent them. With new Nasal Crom, keep allergies away with new Nasal Crom spray.
At KFC, we took buffalo wings and got rid of the wings. Introducing new spicy buffalo crispy strips. Boneless, all-white meat chicken, marinated in buffalo spices. And to really make them fly, this buffalo crispy strips meal is just $2.99.
When your period's late, waiting's the worst. First Response understands. That's why its pregnancy test is so fast. I got accurate results as soon as 2 minutes. I feel better now that I know. For an accurate, fast response, trust First Response.
What would you call a carpet store with more colors and styles of DuPont Stainmaster carpet? More expert advice and personal service? More than 750 locations with such huge buying power, you're assured of paying less. Now, what if that carpet store gave you less to worry about with one of the best guarantees in the business? And a free home design magazine for simply calling 1-800-CARPET.
Good afternoon from CBS News. This is a CBS News special report. John Roberts in our CBS News headquarters in New York. After almost 5 months now, the hostage crisis in Lima, Peru appears to have taken a dramatic turn. Not too long ago, explosions and gunfire erupted at the Japanese ambassador's residence. You might remember way back on December 17th, the ambassador's residence was invaded by a group of Tupac Amaru guerrillas who had taken over a Christmas party and taken some 400 hostages. Since then, there have been a number of different developments. Hostages released. 72, including the president of Peru, Alberto Fujimori's brother, remained held hostage. Now it appears as though the Peruvian army has moved in and is getting the hostages out. There have been some recent developments just over the weekend. The Interior Minister, Juan Briones, and the police commander, Lieutenant General Antonio Quetin Vidal, assumed political responsibility for the hostage crisis and stepped down. They were replaced by 2 hardline army generals, and it would appear at this point, at least, that those hardline army generals have decided to take swift and specific action. This has been going on for some time now. We've heard a number of explosions. Gunfire has erupted from the ambassador's residence, and we have seen a number of hostages being taken out. At this point, there is no count of any casualties, if there are any at all, and whether or not those casualties may include members of the Tupac Amaru or members of the 72 hostages. who have been held in there since December 17th. There had been attempts at negotiating an end to this crisis. Those attempts broke down on March the 12th when the Peruvian government and the Tupac Amaru reached a stalemate that has existed up until this point. But it is obvious that something is going on, and it seems to be something that is precipitated by the Peruvian military. We will have more on this crisis coming up for you tonight on the CBS Evening News, and more on this developing story coming up on your local news. Until then, John Roberts, CBS News. We'll see you then.
This has been a CBS News special report.
Prison, James. Her and Holden are just friends. As far as anything more is concerned...
There's always something more when it comes to Lily and Holden. I keep an eye on them. And Lucinda.
She finally found her sister and brought her back to Oakdale. That lady has one strange family. They come, they go, it's a revolving door. She's always dragging one member of the clan back or the other. But this sister... she's particularly interesting. She's a career con artist working the circuit with Elliot.
I know. You can cut the biographical notes. I know all about Samantha Markham.
You know, everywhere I went, I tried to forget you. In Europe and Asia, all my favorite cities, hotels that used to feel safe suddenly felt strange. And I kept thinking about you, wondering what you were doing.
I was boiling eggs and reading magazines in the public library. I mean, a guy can't afford too much else when his wife cleans out his bank account.
For what it's worth, I missed you.
I missed you, too.
Sure it wasn't just the money?
No, losing you hurt much, much more.
And when I couldn't get you out of my mind, I kept fantasizing that you would turn your life around and that you would maybe finally get your act together and change.
I did change.
How? I'm all ears. I mean, have you done one thing that shows that I mean more to you than you do to yourself? I didn't think so.
Well, like what?
You just don't get it, do you? Men commit all sorts of brave acts to prove their love. I just wish that you could point to one thing that you did that was bold or selfless. But you can't, can you?
My mama takes a whiff of this and says, "That's not Pine Sol." I said, "Mama, it's Pine Sol." She smells again. "That's not Pine Sol. Mama, it's lemon fresh Pine Sol. The power of Pine Sol with a fresh lemon scent. Look how it cleans." Mama looks around and says, "That is Pine Sol."
Cruella de Vil, she's just such a classic villain.
She was pretty mean.
Catch those puppies!
And that laugh, it's an evil, evil laugh.
Glenn Close in Disney's 101 Dalmatians. Bring all the action home.
You know it makes me want to shout.
New Shout Wipes. Now wipe out stains wherever you go. Just rub on to help remove stains in a matter of seconds. Shout Wipes. Keep them on you to keep stains off you. S.C. Johnson Wax.
Minor arthritis pain used to stop me from enjoying myself till I discovered Arthricare Ultra.
Arthricare Ultra has triple-strength capsaicin plus a fast-acting pain reliever.
And the price is so reasonable.
Arthricare Ultra, relief so strong you'll forget you have arthritis.
Okay, Mother's Day 97. Here we go. Everybody smile.
Smile.
Okay, now Mom's going to open the card.
Ah, to a very special mom. Thank you.
Now Mom's going to flip it over and look at the back.
No, I'm not. She's not.
No. Just a second. I got to change the battery.
You know what to look for in a Mother's Day card. Hallmark.
Okay, here we go.
I think you missed it.
I missed it.
People can be very emotional. They have many different sides.
So does New Ocean Spray Cran Currant Juice Drink. Some drink it when they feel sophisticated. It's part black currant, dark and smooth. Others when they feel frivolous. It's part cranberry, tart and sassy. It's got a real zing. But I drink it when I'm feeling sultry. I guess I drink a lot of this.
Ocean Spray, it's your zing.
So, ad revenue and circulation are both up.
Sharply. In a few short weeks, Emily Stewart's turned the City Times around.
Yeah, Emily Stewart always had a good head for business. Too bad she had no spine. Next.
Margot Hughes.
Oh, yes. How the mighty have fallen.
If convicted, she could face up to life without parole.
Poor little Margot. You know, when she left me, she had all these grandiose ideas about helping mankind. She left me, she thought she could do so much better. And look where it got her.
I want you to try and relax.
I'm trying.
You know what, honey? We might not know anything for a while.
What's your gut feeling?
You know Sam and Kirk better than I think we have to be patient.
I just want to get out of here, Tom. I just want to do whatever it takes to get better so I can come home to you and the boys.
Do you know how nice it is to hear you talk like that? Because it wasn't long ago that you were ready to throw in the towel.
Well, it's because I thought I was guilty. I thought I had killed Diego. Thought I deserved whatever I got. But now that I know I wasn't guilty and Kirk is the one who did it, I'm back to my old self. And I know I'm not out of the woods. I know that the PTS can come and go and nobody knows what triggers the symptoms, but, oh, man, I'm fighting the hardest I can to come back to you.
The boys and I are going to help you. You're going to get better, and we are going to get you out of this place.
I just wish I knew when.
Even if Sam doesn't get a confession out of Kirk tonight, we will eventually nail him. And trust me when I tell you, I am going to be there to see him put away for a long, long time.
I don't think you have the slightest notion of what my life was like once you left. No money, no job.
You seem to have survived.
Thanks to Connor, she is the only friend I have left here in Oakdale.
Then why did you stay?
Because of you.
Me?
Yes. I figured sooner or later you'd come back here. And that is the only reason I'm still in Oakdale. Now, it's true. I haven't done anything particularly bold, unless you count my asking your sister for a job at Worldwide after she pulled the plug on EAS. But I'll tell you what. You tell me what you want me to do. Anything. And I'll do it.
I shouldn't have to tell you. It should come from here. Oh, forget it. I don't know why I thought you would change.
Well, no, listen, Sam. You did the right thing coming back to me.
I didn't come back to you. I came back because of Lily.
That can't be the only reason.
It is. I wanted to be here for her. I mean, taking a gun to her wedding and using it, that took guts. Finally, somebody was able to say enough of that monster and get rid of him.
Too bad that wasn't the shot that killed Diego.
It doesn't matter. At least she had the courage to do something. You don't know how much I admire her for that. And Margot, she took charge of her life. She didn't wimp out. She acted on her feelings.
You really mean that?
You bet I do. They laid it on the line, Kirk. Now, why couldn't you have done something like that?
If your plastic diaper can't breathe, there's no need to feel blue. Make a wish for the one that lets fresh air flow through. Welcome Breathable Huggies Supreme. It's the only diaper that breathes all over, not just on the sides, so air flows through to baby's skin. Supreme helps keep baby dry, and healthy skin is dry skin, still with remarkable leakage protection. It breathes all over, no diaper can compare. Breathable Huggies Supreme, the ultimate in care.
Now for our annual report. Recent mergers have been fruitful.
New product development is up and growing. Florida's natural premium brand, not from concentrate juice, is made by a co-op of growers. They own the land, they own the trees, they own the company. So unlike those big juice companies, we have a different idea about diversification.
Try some grower style.
Florida's natural premium brand, Growers Style, with the most juicy bits of orange. Taste the difference.
Sandy had an awful allergy attack, so we went to her pediatrician. She said Dimetap Elixir. It gives the relief she needs and has the great taste she loves. No wonder pediatricians recommend Dimetap 3-1 over Benadryl.
Doctors say Dimetap for good reason.
I can't believe we're eating a prune. We are. Sweet, moist, delicious. You're changing our mind. I always do.
California prunes. Let your mouth make your mind up.
It's getting late.
Hate to leave.
Yeah, I know. It's so peaceful here.
Seeing you behind bars, like I did, it just seemed like you were...
Unattainable again?
Yeah. Yeah, in a way. But being here with you, touching you, seeing you, hearing you laugh, it's great.
Couldn't have gotten through this without you.
Sure you could have. Glad I was here for you, though. I guess I'm stalling, huh?
I don't mind.
Well, with this being the first date and all, I guess I better not push it. Come on, I'll take you home. Lily?
Yeah?
I had a good time tonight.
Me too.
Ready?
You just give me some time. I promise I will come up with something that will really impress you. Something gutsy that'll show the world how much I love you.
This is not a game, Kirk. And don't try and fool me like you tried to fool Lucinda.
She told you about that, huh?
Pretending to have the gun, shot Diego? That's pathetic.
Well, did she tell you all the things she tried to put over on me? Did she tell you about putting together recorded messages of your voice so it would look as if you had called me? Did she tell you about hiring a blonde woman to come off the plane so I would think it was you?
This isn't about Lucinda, it's about you. And you're still the same old out-for-himself guy that I ran away from. I don't know why I thought you would change. I just wish to God I had never told you that I still love you.
Sam, look, you give me one more shot.
Just go, okay?
No, not when you're feeling like this.
I'm like this because you're still here. Or would you just leave me alone?
All right, but I'm coming back.
Do me a favor and don't.
We're gonna get through this, Sam. You'll see. I'm not giving up on us. I can't.
Okay, he's gone.
Some performance. Too bad he didn't take the bait.
Don't worry. I'll deliver the goods.
Our, friend here looks a little bothered, Amber. Why do you suppose that is?
I'm not bothered.
Perhaps it's because you haven't said anything nice about anyone in Oakdale.
Is that, true, Jack? I mean, do you think I've been a little too harsh in my judgments?
I'm sure you have your reasons, James.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed I do. But if you're worried about all my relationships ending on a sour note, don't. I give you my word that I'd never turn on my own people. Unless, of course, they turn on me first. You do right by me, and I'll see that you're handsomely rewarded.
Does that mean you're going to put me in your will, James? And one day all this will be mine?
No. No, Jack. No, no, no. I have another heir in mind for all of this.
You already crossed Paul off.
No. No, not Paul. None of this will ever go to Paul.
You can learn a lot when you read the labels of the